So is it kind of like Bluetooth?
Yeah, I guess so. Say Bluetooth. I forget the frequencies. It's a little different, but it's a legal, non-licensed frequency where they're doing it at. I forget now the megahertz, but it's kind of like a new band, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because if people are going to hack it, they'll be talking over your radio.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty hard though, because it's way up there in the frequency, really super high. So, but if it did, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I like getting into the Carl's Jr., Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, McDonald's ones.
Yeah, or somebody using a crossband type thing set up for a remote. Yeah, well, those were the days, but I think at least I'm not doing any of that stuff before. But it is kind of fun, you could do, listen to like the security of the local casino, just listen from the inside what's going on. It's pretty cool.
And 52 is live.
You're live, huh? That's good.
Yeah, I am not an artificial intelligence chatbot.
And this is not a recording.
That is correct.
Am I on frequency? You are on frequency. Oh, thank you.
Do you frequency frequently?
I'm barefoot, buddy.
It's making it up the hill.
Just one error. The legend is on frequency. Thank you very much. Oh, and the Ditchbank is being live streamed there. That just popped up.
It's amazing that that technology.
Oh, no, you were doing great. I mean, you were sounding great. I was just saying, you were this whole room full there. I'm just running barefooted too. But no, you're good either way. But you were sounding good. That's all I was saying.
That's right on. Copy that. All right, I'll be off the side listening. Hey, good evening there.
So Ron, how's the temperature out in Studio G?
Studio G's temperature? I don't know. I don't have KF6FGL repeater. And no, this is not a repeater system.
That came through in stereo. It's coming through your rig and mine.
Yeah, I don't have a temperature gauge out here. We just feels good though. I got the garage doors are open and the fan is blowing air.
Yeah, don't look at the forecast for next Wednesday and Thursday.
I'll get my little Magic Cube air conditioner going. I'll put ice water in it.
I had 96 today in Madera.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up to 106 next Wednesday. So, hey, here comes summer.
Oh, enjoy.
Can't wait.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the master bedroom, it's 76 degrees.
Woo! 5 more minutes till countdown.
There's a countdown?
Yeah, you know, out here on the west side, the fireworks, they'll be going off here pretty soon.
Okay. So,
Or the trains will be coming through and Larry will wake us up.
well, there's going to be dancing later on tonight. I got the 559 night market is happening right now.
People actually want to go to that part of town on a Friday night?
There's like already 1,000 people here.
What do you think, Ron? Can we check all those guys in? Just one at a time, they can just get on Larry's microphone?
Yeah, Larry might have to throw his microphone away after that.
Hey, Bones,
Hey, go ahead.
can you throw me an early check-in?
You want an early check-in? All right there, Mr. DC. Bill, I got you.
Thank you, sir.
Are you going over to Larry's for the 559 festival?
No, I've got some stuff I got to do around the house. I got to get up early tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All righty.
What are we, about 2 minutes out?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got a baby running loose in the radio closet. I say again, we have a baby loose in the radio closet. Okay, gotta go get her.
Get out of that.
Yeah, you didn't hear me answer you on that other one? She might have turned the knobs.
Oh, I heard.
Sounds like she's going to be a ham.
Yeah, I got 3 girls over here. One of them is bound to get their license eventually.
Well, yeah, your wife did, so you got it.
Yeah, no, I just got to convince the other 3.
I'm thinking the oldest is going to roll her eyes and go, Dad, but maybe you'll have luck with the other ones, the other 2. bells have rung, the fireworks are going off, and it's time for the Ditchbank Sideband net right here in Central California. Good evening. My name's Ron. I go by Bones sometimes, or 775. So, good evening to everybody, and welcome to the Ditchbank Sideband net. And we're going to go ahead and get it started with some of you guys need some early check-ins to go about and maybe watch a movie or so. So go ahead with the early check-ins. Come now. All right, no early check-ins, Will. Golly gee whiz. Hope nobody's melted away. It's getting warmer. Yes, we know that. And, oh yeah, by the way, let's see, we are live streaming on the Central Cal Ditchbank Sideband net, and that is brought to you by SWL 52 and the girls. And that is now on the YouTube channel there. So you can check that one out on Central Cal Ditchbank Sideband net. And let's see here. I already put something down there on the chat. So, hey, well, let's go ahead and get started with the roll call. And we'll start out with 33 James. I know he's out there. We'll let him go ahead and break in there when he gets back or whenever he wants. How about 363 Stump Jumper? Go ahead.
Sorry, late check-in and the budget of proxy Stump Jumper.
All right, James, we got you checked in, and we'll proxy Stump Jumper. Get him proxied, and I heard 1919 Tom out of Visalia. Yes, we sure can, Tom, and good to hear you. And you are checked in out of Visalia. All right, take care, Tom. Have a good one. Does anybody else need an early one? All right, we'll get to rocking and rolling here. Maybe some DXs. It's out there. It's a brewing. How about 458 Mule Skinner? 1233 Darryl Big D.
31 X-ray 1233 checking in. I didn't talk to Clifford today, so I don't know where he is.
I can't remember if I heard him today or yesterday. I don't know. It was either on the phone or in and out of the truck or something today. I don't know. We had a lot of stuff going on in between driving. So anyway, all right, Darryl, we got you.
Does Aaron have the VHF frequency on our simplex frequency over there? I need to talk to Aaron.
Yes, he does.
Thank you.
All right, Darryl, gotcha. And I'll have to turn that one down when they start talking. How about 767 Pat?
Good evening, Ron, and everybody else. 767 in the Ranchos. No traffic.
All right, Pat. Good to hear you out there. Thanks for checking in. How about 979 Sean out of Sanker?
Yeah, Ron 979 checking on in.
All right, Sean. There is a big car show out there in where's that? Crothers tomorrow. Supposed to be a pretty big one. So if you're out and about, Crotherstown for a big car show. That's where it's at.
Yeah, 10-4. Thanks for the heads up. I'll look it up on the old interweb right now.
All righty. And let's bounce out to Northport for 151 Chris.
151, Chris, on the Northport. Everybody else out there.
Good evening, Chris. Good to hear you out there. All the way from North Fork. How about that? And my buddy 213 in Tennessee. I'm not going to proxy him because, I don't know, I haven't heard from him. Anyway, we'll go to Midtown for Mr. OTR Radio Net on Saturday night at 8, Channel 11. And we're looking for 920 Dennis. We will proxy Dennis in. He might be setting everything up. So, anyway, well, we got Craig out there. Good evening, Craig. And, let's see here. Multitasking, and I get lost in between what I'm supposed to be doing here. All right, let's see. How about 982 Dirt Dog?
This is Dirt Dog 982. Dirt Dog 982. Check it in.
All right, Dirt Dog, blowing smoke from Sangertown. Sounding good.
Thanks, Sean.
All right. And how about another Sangertown? How about 305 David out of Sangertown?
305 David out of Sangertown checking in.
All right, David. Good to hear you out there, and thanks for checking in. How about the Crawdad 109? All right. See here, maybe he'll come in later. How about 142 KP? He's probably watching the races over at somebody's house. How about 112 Rickasaw?
Yeah, proxy rickshaw.
We will proxy Rickasaw. How about 339 Jeff out of Mariposa? Station, go ahead.
112 Rickshaw, stepping too far away from the radio.
Okay, Rickshaw, we got you checked in there, proxied in, and everything. You are definitely checked in tonight, and just got done watching a sprint car race from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and Kyle Larson won the race.
Well, that's a good deal. Maybe his luck is turning around.
Maybe so. We'll hope so. All right, Rickshaw, thanks for checking in.
Thank you for checking in.
And how about 321 Jerry? Well, he might have a gig. How about 113 Tom? And 54 is checked in. That was Copenhagen with the early. How about 449er Smitty and Sweet Country Mama?
Yeah, give them a proxy.
All right, we got them proxy. How about 360 Ray?
Proxy Ray.
All righty. How about 310 Tony out of Corscope? Well, this guy's probably out there. I heard him earlier. 53 Bob Belair.
Yeah, be Belair, checking in here, Ron. Good evening.
All right. Good evening, Bob. Good to hear you out there.
Thank you very much.
Well, how about 111 Bob?
Yeah, proxy Bob.
Got him proxied. How about 603 Joe?
Yeah, that's Proxy Joe.
Proxy for Joe. Was he in there earlier, 1017?
Yeah, I think he was.
All right, we'll give him a check-in, early check-in. I know this guy was in there early. How about number 7, Ed?
Number 7, checking in.
All right, Ed, you got an X in the square. How about Captain 00, Harold?
Yeah, Captain 00, checking in here. And boy, what quiet conditions we have tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was going to come in. It's still a little bit out there. And I had seen some bigger signals on the band scope a little while ago, but it kind of died down, so maybe it'll pick up here at the end of the net.
Yeah, blame it on the sunspots. Anyway, doing a good job there, Ron.
All right, Harold, got you checked in. Let's see. How about 43, Eric? Well, how about Miss Tony, 1234?
Good evening, Ronnie. Is it Access 31 X-ray 1234 checking in on this very hot heat?
Even hot up there in the hills. Oh, boy. All right. Well, you're checked in and stay cool.
Thank you, Ronnie. Have a good weekend.
All right. How about 302, Mark? How about 1017, Dennis, Tower Power?
Yes, sir. Thanks for running the net, Ron, and I hope everybody's having a good evening. Have a great weekend, and 73s, 1017 checking in.
All right. Good to hear you out there. Thanks for checking in. Oh, yeah. That darn Volkswagen out there at Eagle Field a couple weeks ago. Man, that guy scoot.
Fun to watch, huh?
Disappointing for that Chevy that he beat.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, people hate being embarrassed by Volkswagen.
Hey, he didn't miss a shift. He was on it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, they're fun to watch. You just don't see too many of them anymore.
No, I know it. I mean, he's shifting his, and the other guy, he's just bumping the gear shift into the next gear.
Wow, that's cool. All righty, I'll be out here sandbagging.
All righty. Let's see. How about 650 and 650 and a half?
Yeah, give him a proxy.
All right. And I got them proxied. How about 188 Snow Beast Jr.? And 102 Field come in there early. And I know Larry's out there. 785, Larry.
785, checking in from Chinatown, where the night market is happening and will go on until about 10 p.m. And somewhere from now to 10, there will be a fireworks show at the stadium next to the night market.
Is there a baseball game over there for the fireworks to be happening?
Hey?
Are the fireworks for a baseball game, or is this just normal fireworks?
Hey, your signal dropped to nada there, Ron.
Right. Oh, yeah, something kicked off.
I can still hear them, but we're only 6 miles apart.
Well, I must have blew up his radio when I keyed down. Sorry.
Too much intermod. Yeah, well, she's gonna run on the little quiet side for a minute or two. Oh, okay. Well, good deal. I put it at 100 watts anyway. Let's see. How about Big G, Leno out of Easton? How about M&M up the hill toward Chevrolet? How how about 241 Chris?
241, checking in.
Well, good to hear you, Chris. You're sounding good. I hope everything went well.
So-so.
All right. Well, we're talking to you. You're sounding good. So hang in there and rest. Don't overdo it.
Oh, trust me, I'm not overdoing it. I'll run out of breath before I can overdo it.
All right. We'll get you a good movie on and sit there and chillax.
All right, Ron. Thank you.
All right. Take care. How about 223, Chris?
223, Chris in the dirt, checking in.
All right, Chris. You are checked in, sounding good. And how about Radio Boy? Haven't heard him in a while. And how about 151 Jerry? And I don't need big power for this guy. How about Alan Weinhopper, 31 Delta 572? And how about 869 Lee out of Orange Cove? Must be at the races, Pat.
I think he's getting ready to go to the coast tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's a good deal then.
Yeah, I think he's headed over to Hearst Castle.
All right, well, as long as he's not in a hearse going to a castle.
There you go.
How about 308, Mr. Rogers? Was Mr. Rogers out there earlier? How about U.S. Renegade 261 Tracy? And I don't know if Adam's gone back to work. How about Skywinder out of Madera?
I give him a proxy. I talked to him today.
All right. Yeah, I thought I heard him. Man, I just was not on the repeater much today.
Yeah, I was pretty busy, but I had enough time to give him a hard time. So, yeah, I did talk to him today.
All right. I was trying to get old Tim up there in Sonora to listen in for us. I'm pretty sure that I could hear him. Break, go ahead.
Yeah, I was sitting on the patio and I heard Mr. Rogers didn't check in. Put your proxy him in there, please.
I sure will. We got him proxied.
Thank you.
All right. How about Fishing Girl 737?
Good evening, Document. Fishing Girl 737, checking in. Can I also get in a proxy for Crawdad?
And we will get Crawdad proxied in.
Thank you, Ron. Have a good evening.
All right, you two take care. And let's see here after Fishing Girl, we got Harvey, SWL 20. Wow, fireworks are kind of late, but they're going off out here. How about SWL 52 Aaron?
Oh, I guess I am here and accounted for and behind the golden microphone. Thanks for the check-in.
All right, and thanks for doing the Central Cal Ditchbank Sideband net on YouTube. It is up and running and, yep, looking good. Well, let's see if Cliff's out there, 31 Delta 87.
give Cliff a proxy.
We will give Cliff a proxy. I know he is a big fan of Saturday Night Old Tube Radio.
I spoke with him on the phone earlier.
Okay, good. Hope he's got all them tube radios lined up for tomorrow night's check-in. All right, well, that is my roll call list as I have it. Are there any late or missed members?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Mark.
What's happening, Ronnie?
Not much, just out here doing my thing.
Oh, good deal. A little bit late, but I might.
Well, that's good. You know, by the time you roll the chair out there and get you something cold to drink, hey, it's all good.
Right. Have a good one, man.
All right, take care. Hey, Tony in Corsical, 310. Good to hear you, Tony, and X in the square for you. No, I got you off frequency a bit. All right, Tony, good to hear you. Any other late or missed members? Are there any guests that would like to check in? From both near and far away. There was one little blip on the old scope, but not like it was earlier. All right, does anybody have any items of interest for the net or any stuff for sale? Well, I'm sorry to say, but I sold a box of microphones, and the lucky person was Harvey, SWL20. So he got a whole box of microphones in a nice box. All right, last call for any items of interest, late check-ins, visitors, you name it, we got it. Go ahead and come now. Alrighty, well, nothing heard, and we'll just close the net down at 8:23 p.m. And thanks, everybody, for checking in to tonight's Ditchbank Sideband net. And, well, I'm not going to release the frequency. I'm going to stay out here. I got nothing better to do, so let's talk radio. All right, 7-3, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks for doing the net, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for doing the net, Ron. Was there a pretty good turnout at the fest?
No, I was very disappointed. Very disappointed, but yeah, I ended up bolting out of there I got there probably 7 and was out of there by 10, so I didn't buy anything, but I sold a couple radios and microphones and a box of microphones, so it was all right. I come in with money in my pocket. I didn't buy anything.
Yeah, I really feel that I missed out. I sure wanted to go, just couldn't make it.
I bought something, then found out I couldn't use it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, there was this dude that had a Craig 40-channel sideband radio. I think he gave it away.
It didn't even make it to the free table.
I was starting to shake because I really wanted it bad.
You know you wanted that wood grain.
I thought, I'd go, no, somebody else. I got too much.
But yeah, I sent off that tuner to Dwayne and I think he got it today. So, yep, now he can play with it.
Oh, the tuner went coastal.
Yes, sir, it did.
Didn't he go? I think he went out of town. I think he was going to South Coast.
Well, it went to his P.O. box, so he could just go pick it up at the post office when he's back in town. But yeah, I ended up breaking even after shipping it to him. So no loss, no gain.
Yeah, and the HF radio that went too, huh? That was funny on how that one went. Cheers.
Yeah, they're all asking me if it's unlocked, and I'm like, no, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah, he was gone. That was funny.
They didn't even ask me if it worked.
I like the price. So I could swear I heard the guy go, well, how much, 50? And I thought he was just going to give you 50, and he says, I'll give you 100 for it? And it's like, that worked out kind of good.
Yeah, like reverse negotiation. Yeah, he ended up offering me more. It was like, I mean, I got it for free, so it's like, I'm not looking to get a ton of money for it, but at least want $50 out of it. He's like, I'll give you 100. Okay.
That was funny. I'm going, duh. Hey, I caught that.
I bet they came there with only hundreds and they couldn't break it, so I lucked out.
I got paid in quarters on one of those microphones.
Oh man, I went to the movies once and slapped a roll of quarters on the table to buy my ticket. It was pretty funny.
Hey, some places are more than happy to take that.
Oh yeah, and then other places will make you take it apart and count it.
Don't they have like a fast way of doing it, like measuring how many inches it is or something?
Probably, but I could have just put a bunch of washers in a roll and just plunked that down on the table.
Yeah. Well, for you mountain people, there's a traffic collision on Powerhouse Road in Albury.
Oh, they can't hear you because you're only running 4 watts. No, 12. Right. Sideband. Yeah, you're only running 12 watts, White.
I reversed it to 12 the other way and 0. Reporting party is calling from 33816 Powerhouse Road.
Yeah, sometimes if you watch like the older episodes of Top Gear and they'll be like, speeding out in the middle of the, the Nevada desert or something like that, and they'll edit the clips to make it look like they're going speed limit the whole time.
Yes. Like videoing, doing a video for the CB and showing the watt meter, but it's like 3 stages, the watt meter, and I just set it to, the needle would say 5,000, but I would just go like a little bit under, but it was only set for 500.
Yeah, the data can always be manipulated. Well, I'm wondering how 40 meters is doing tonight because the sun was doing angry things again.
So it might be just dead.
It wasn't bad. I was on this afternoon a bit.
Well, that's good. It was dead this afternoon when I looked at it, but it was also a Friday afternoon when people are supposed to be at work.
It picked up about 4 o'clock. There was, I don't know, probably a half a dozen stations on.
Oh yeah, it picks up when people get off work, but oh man, it is impossible to try and get into some of those conversations. And then you call CQ on a clear frequency, and you'll get nobody.
Yeah, the guys on 260 were going bananas.
Did somebody give them caffeine and sugar again?
No, I think they were smoking dope.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising.
Got pretty crazy for a while. I just moved on.
Oh, I think I hear, I don't know if that was San Pablo, Brazil, or his guy's name was Pablo.
Man, you can really confuse people by legally changing your name to like Aruba or, some random island somewhere.
Well, they think Madeira's in Spain.
And you tell them you're in Spain, right? You're on vacation?
Yeah, I'm portable in Spain.
They think Biola's in L.A., the Bible Institute of Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh, I had a friend who went there, and he was insufferable. He it was one of those people that they constantly have to tell you what college they went to.
Yeah, that's always interesting, right?
It's like, no, Bob, I don't care that you went to Cornell.
Oh, there we go.
Your guy, Ron?
The DX is coming in.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah, let me pull up the map. Yeah, it looks like 10 meters open out to the Pacific. Not seeing a ton of traffic going in that direction.
South America or deeper south?
No, more like Australia, New Zealand. The East Coast is working Central America right now, but there's not a ton going on the West Coast right now.
Did you look up Craig's call sign? I love it. He's on the QRZ page, I think it is. It's all the sparks and arcs in the background.
Oh yeah, I've seen his page before.
Kind of like the Mr. OTR Guinness there, except that's a bigger version of his.
So there you go. If you're watching the stream, there's the 10 meter map. Yeah, I might have some propagation to Hawaii.
What are you using?
Double.
Are you using dxmaps.com or something else?
Yeah, this is just DX Maps, and of course, most of this information is coming from stations running FT8 or some of the other digital modes, but at least gives you an idea where the propagation's going.
Yeah, I sure like your propagation maps.
Doesn't look like much activity in North Korea.
You think?
Well, they're waiting for you to go there and operate.
what's that goofy basketball player? Let him go. Gosh, Dennis Rodman.
The Worm?
Yeah, he's buddies with that little guy.
Yeah, the Michelin Man.
Michelin Man for go-kart tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it? He's the only head of state that travels exclusively by train.
Armored train.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, he can't afford any other forms of transportation.
Then he would have to spend his own money.
Did you see recently that somebody like snuck a drone into North Korea and like got some aerial footage of some of their cities? It's really trippy to watch.
No, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, the things, people notice where, there's no traffic lights and there's no trash or anything like that, but then also there was, like, hardly anybody walking around.
Yeah, they're all starving to death. They don't have the energy to walk.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre... It's just bizarre to me that a place like that still exists.
Well, there's a lot of them around the world, unfortunately.
So we all taking bets that that Trump is going to win his appeal?
No bet.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on that. Boy.
Yeah, he'll just win in November and then pardon himself.
If he were to win, I would imagine he would do that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But well, Ronnie, what do you got planned for tomorrow?
I think I want to go to the car show in Carruthers.
Ah, well, you can go by the library that looks like a barn.
Where is their library at? Let's see, where am I going? I'm going to Carruthers Fairgrounds. So, isn't their library right in the center of their little town? Or is it by the school?
It's pretty much right in the middle of town.
I mean, that's the plan. That's the plan, unless I could figure out something better to do.
Yeah, my wife's got something going on for work tomorrow, so I'm stuck watching 3 Kids tomorrow morning.
Oh my gosh, she drives out to Burrow on the day off?
Yeah, they're going on a field trip to someplace in Visalia.
They have buses in Burrow?
They have like 2, but then they also have like a couple like SUVs that they use.
I thought they had like a cotton trailer with some hay bales on it. I thought that's how they picked up the kids in the morning.
No, that's 3 Rocks.
3 Rocks, there you go. Well, I don't know, that town, I want to drive out there to see how far down under it is. because it was sinking pretty slowly, that store.
Yeah, they pumped all the water out from under it, and it went down.
Yeah, they're rebuilding the Frank Kern Canal down by Porterville because they've pulled so much water out of the ground.
Well, they had to do that over there by Wood Lake over there about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, and I remember that. And the highway has been closed forever because they were rerouting stuff.
Yeah, it was down to one lane across the bridge.
Yeah, that's another fun little town that I get to go to occasionally.
Oh, but you like New London the best.
Yeah, that's the Wild West revisited.
Oh man, I always feel weird going to London in a government car. You get looks in that little community.
Yeah, same thing going to Farmersville.
What's up with Farmersville? It used to not be that bad. Well, I mean, we had relatives back there in the 70s and 80s, but man, now it seems like it's pretty bad.
It's pretty crazy out there.
Yeah, and Farmersville is weird because we're our location's inside like the Boys and Girls Club building. It's the only library I have that has a gym attached to it. It's always weird doing stuff in that building.
You're almost taking your life in your hands to go over there.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, Kira, what's your favorite color tonight?
My favorite color is white.
What? White? Is that what you said? Okay, apparently it's white.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
And there goes the 4-year-old.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she's definitely not bashful.
Oh no, yeah, no, she likes talking on the microphone.
Great audio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I made sure she got up on the mic. You know, it also helps that it's mounted in a boom stand.
My grandson called me the other day. He just turned 21, and he wanted to know what kind of handheld radio to buy and how to get licensed. I must have rubbed off on him.
Oh man, see, the crazy thing is I hear 21 and I'm like, that kid was born after 9/11 and he's 21.
Yeah.
It makes me feel old.
I think he's going to start in GMRS, buy the little license there, and then work his way up to ham.
Oh, good deal. Oh, Ronnie, I forgot to tell you, I caught another GMRS operator on the repeater yesterday.
Oh, really? Well, but does he have a ham license, or he just messed up, or?
He threw out his GMRS call sign and said, "Hey, anybody hear me? I just got this radio programmed." And I broke in and I'm like, that was a GMRS call sign. I think you're in the wrong place. And yeah, then he came back one more time and said, "Yeah, I'm taking my ham test next week. I'll be back." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, you can come back when you got your ham ticket." But oh man, like, I understand that there's no test for GMRS, but they should at least have a basic competency in the band plan and knowing which frequencies are GMRS and which ones are ham. Like, just look at the chart and just understand that these numbers are for over here and these numbers are for over here.
Oh, but it's all 440.
Yeah, that's the problem. And you can also buy unlocked radios really easily.
Oh, yeah.
Station.
Go station.
363 checking in.
363. Hey, we got you, Stump Jumper.
I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you're only late if we're not on the air.
There you go. Loose rules, right?
I was always told better late than never.
That's right.
Yeah, just don't be late for dinner.
Wow, that sounds like down under.
Yeah, what's your noise floor right now?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm at my typical S4. Yay for living in town.
I got no filters on, and I got, like, just a slight hiss.
Yep, got my noise blanker running, got the noise reduction on a little bit, got the preamp going. Yeah, it's all good.
No filters, no preamp, a little bit of noise blanker only because I get a little radar noise from the air terminal.
Yeah, on this frequency, I get what sounds like a helicopter or, I don't know, somebody welding, and then it just comes and goes. It's very weird, but it's only here. I don't get it on up on 10 or on 12. It's only here. It's so weird. So usually I got to run the noise blanker just to cut out most of it.
Yeah, I get just a little. Oh, it's kind of like a little pop, and it's about 2-second interval. About the time that antenna spins a circle.
Yeah, I'm just going to knock all the power out to the West Coast and run my radio off of a battery.
I ran off battery power for years with a little battery charger.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Pismo for the week before 4th of July, and I got a solar panel coming and a battery box, and I got my battery, and I got my charge controller, and I got all my cables and stuff, and I'm gonna charge my battery up during the day and then operate on 40 meters in the evenings.
What frequency you run?
We'll find out. I got my extra, so I can go anywhere now.
Yeah, I usually set on 285.
Yeah, I haven't really found a set. There's a couple of groups of guys that I like to. I like to to talk to. There's a couple of guys I now know to avoid. One of the guys was a complete jerk and told me that power on 40 meters is more important than anything else in a ham radio, and I needed to sell every other radio that I owned and buy an amplifier, and I really wanted to tell him to shut up.
Oh, I think I've heard that guy before, and I went in and I QSK'd the conversation, and they said, go ahead, and I said, hey, by the way, how's my signal? And he said, man, you're 9 over. Where are you? And I said, Central California. He goes, well, I'm in San Diego. How much power are you running? I said, 100 watts, and he shut up.
Oh, yeah, this guy I'm talking about is in the Bay Area, but, there's a couple of them out there. It's like, you know what, guys? People have different things that they like to do in this hobby, and I'm going on about a year and a couple months of rebuilding my station, and I went for the shotgun approach. I wanted to get on as many bands as possible, as quickly as possible, with the money I had available. And if I didn't have a chance to buy an amplifier yet, then so be it.
Yeah, well, I go on a propagation group in the morning, and we run 4 bands, 10, 12, 15, and 17, and I don't have any problem on any bands talking all over the U.S., so, I mean, yeah, power's nice to have, but even on bad days, I make my connections.
Yep, it's all good. Yeah, I've learned to get some thick skin and just spin the dial and go somewhere else, and yeah, you learn the people to avoid.
Yeah, well, my favorite thing, 100 watts on a wire.
Yep, exactly. Well, and then when I go do POTA, I'm doing 10 watts. I do all my POTA activations QRP, and it's really funny when some guy in North Carolina is like, oh, yeah, you're about a 5.5, and then I come back and tell them I'm running 10 watts, and they're like, oh, well, that's actually really good.
Well, there's been times when in the propagation group, I cut down to 5 watts, and the guys say, hey, it's amazing you're making it here, but talk to New Zealand and Australia on 5 watts with no problem.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we just need the sun to not be as angry.
Yeah, been pretty angry, and things have been pretty tough.
Yeah, it's funny, all the new people are like, oh, well, it's the height of the sunspot cycle, and this is when things are supposed to be really hot. And it's like, no, see, the bands are good on the upswing and on the downswing. At the very peak, it gets nasty.
Yeah, it was great last year. I was talking everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, I put my Antron 99 up last summer, and ever since then, 10 meters have been open, every day for like 6 months. It was great. I've worked 86 countries on 10 meters in the last year. I would check, but Logbook of the World is still down.
Yeah, I just use the other one. But, yeah, I know. I was going to use Logbook of the World, and somehow or another I got messed up with my code and all that stuff they give you to sign up with, and I never did follow through.
Yeah, Ron had the same problem.
Yeah, I know it. Not bad.
Shoot, even my wife has a Logbook of the World account now.
Yeah, I just use QRZ and forget about it.
See, I'm on there for the awards, and not specifically for the awards, but later this year for the Fresno Club, I'm giving a presentation on logging and awards. And so I needed to get some of the awards so that I can show what you can get.
Yeah, I think I have 3.
Yeah, I got my DXCC and I got Worked All States, but of course most of that's with digital. I still got like 8 or 9 more states I need to get on Sideband.
Yeah, I don't do digital. I don't know. I just never took a liking to it.
Yeah, I need to branch back out into some of the other modes. Some of the other digital modes are really cool, but FT8's kind of taken over all the digital modes, and so if you want to try and work someone on Hellshiver or Olivia or PSK31, it's slim pickings.
Yeah, I know what those things are, but I don't know about how to get on them, and I don't know. I'm just old and set in my ways. I'll just talk phone.
Yeah, it's all good. Yep. Well, one of these days I'll have to do a little bit of CW because I'm, working all states on digital. Yeah, I've done that, and then I need to work all states on Sideband, and then if I want to triple play, I got to do CW at some point.
I'd like to do cheater CW.
Oh, with the keyboard?
Yeah, and something that could read it back to me.
The only way I could do it, because I can't remember the code.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I've given that a thought.
Okay, give me a second here. I'll give you a little demo of. There's a couple things I can send.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, but that's one of the only things I can send.
What's that, your call sign?
No, that was just CQ twice.
Oh, okay.
So, okay. So this is... So that's C. That's Q. D. E. So, yeah, I can do CQ, DE, and my call sign, and that's about it. So, yep, I've just been dinking around. I still haven't learned the other letters.
Yeah. Well, I think that's cool. You're young and you can remember that stuff. I'm past that point.
See, the problem is, even if I get to the point where I can send it, it's going to take a while to get it to where I can actually understand somebody sending it back to me.
Well, that's where you put that magic box to receive it for you.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. We'll catch you later. Aaron, Ron, have a good evening. 767, clear.
All righty, good evening.
Glenn, go take a nap. Maybe we'll catch you on 40 meter later.
You never know.
Yeah, I might go check out 40. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the weather got to everybody. Pretty light, but I think I don't know, 26, I think, maybe? No, wait. Yeah, something like that. 26. Had like 28 last week, that officially checked in. So, not too bad. Used to be around 30.
Yeah, you need to do a survey of how many people checking into your net are operating out of Studio G.
Yeah. We used to do questions way long time ago, and I quit doing them. I don't know. I thought, maybe some people wanted to hurry up and just check in and leave, so I don't know. Thought about doing that again.
Yeah, you got to do what radio are you using? No real answers allowed. So I'm currently using a Fisher Price kids radio.
I think we did one time. I said, yeah, what radio are you using? And I go, well, you don't have to answer if you don't really want to. You can say pass. But I think pretty much everybody answered.
Yeah, you just have to preface it with, hey, FCC, if you're listening, everyone's lying.
The FCC, who are they? They are not going to come out and bother us. We've been pretty good.
No, yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I finally got to meet the official observer.
Victor, Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met him before.
That was funny, man. When I first got my license, I mean, everybody got all nervous when he showed up, and I walked over there. They're like, "Hey, where you going? You don't talk to him." I go, "The hell I don't. He's like FCC. He's the official observer, this and that." I go, "Yeah, whatever. I used to talk to that guy all the time."
I wonder how he got that position.
Wasn't he in the Fresno Amateur Radio Club?
I don't know. I'd have to make some inquiries.
I thought he was. It was like back in maybe the 80s or something. Because I think he got a hold of the tower and they did one of those tea hunts, but they like put it out here. I think twice. I think one time it was down at the river, Skaggs Bridge, and the other time at the old Kerman High School on Clinton and Madera Avenue.
Yeah, that's something I've never gotten into, is the fox hunting thing. I mean, it sounds interesting. I just have never gotten into it.
Yeah, nowadays I don't think they do the drive around one. Cost too much money. But yeah, back then they did. I mean, I think they were starting out in Fresno and had this tower set up with the antenna on it, and I go, wow, that's pretty good.
Well, and nowadays there's this thing called the Kraken SDR, and it's got like 7 or 8 antennas, and you put them in a circle on the roof of your car, and it's able to do some really fancy math, and you can lock it on a signal, and it will tell you which direction the signal's coming from. Some of the guys in LA have used it to get guys that are jamming the repeaters, but yeah. So there's some technology out there now that will literally go, oh yeah, that signal's that direction.
Oh wow, I never heard about that.
Yeah, it's like $800. Well, $800 for the box, and then you got to buy the set of antennas. And yeah, you just put this circle of mag mount antennas on top of your car and calibrate it and set it to a frequency, and yeah, it'll tell you exactly what direction the signal came from. And of course, it only works on VHF, UHF, but most of the time that's you're trying to figure out. Direction finding on HF is a lot more complicated.
Good moonraker beam, you'll find them.
Yes, sir.
I have one of those.
Yeah, you just got to get it up.
I know. I thought about, I could make that. Well, I mean, the Antron works fine, but I don't know. It'd be pretty good. Set it one up for 10 meter up for horizontal and 11 meter for vertical.
Yeah, I've contemplated trying to get my Antron up a little bit higher, but it's already a tall antenna to start with, and I don't necessarily want to add that much extra load on the side of my house.
To look at that. It's mounted to the side, huh? Not on a tripod or...
No, it's I'll send you a picture.
Because when I first got my house, when we first moved in, I said, I'm not putting nothing on the roof. It's tile roof. I don't want to break it. Not going up there. So I got a push-up pole with that. His push-up pole must have been a 30 or a 40. I just dug a little hole in the ground and set it in there, and then I made a bracket so it would mount up against the fascia board. That's what I used.
So if you zoom in on the picture, the Antron's on the left.
Yeah. Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, the main thing is it does clear. It clears my roof completely, and it clears all the roofs of the surrounding houses. But it could be up a little bit higher. But it's 5 feet lower than my tri-bander on the other side, and it's still taller. So it's it's mounted 5 feet lower than my tri-band vertical on the right hand side.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What you got sitting there is pretty good. Because you cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 60 meters up to 1.2. The only thing I don't have up there is 220 or GMRS. But I contemplated, was it those Ed Fong antennas, that the PVC ones? He makes a GMRS one. I've contemplated putting it up there, but then mounting it upside down. Because most of the GMRS repeaters are to the east, and so I could get away with putting an antenna down there and just mounting it upside down. But I probably wouldn't be able to get into the repeater in Kalinga.
Oh yeah, used to be one in Mendota, but it was low level. It don't work no more.
So how's your 5100 working on? Have you used it on GMRS?
You know what? I think I did. I think I checked into some net the other night.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll pop mine open. I didn't think about doing that when I bought it. Probably should have just done it just to what, an extra $50. I should have just done it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. We done them right off the get-go before we had our license, because we were talking on ham bands. We were talking on marine band or whatever, or MERS or whatever else there was. But we had just got 2-meter radios, so we just had the AC-2900. And then then once we got the license, we got, both bands. But ever since that guy that time, I talked to him on marine band, and he was up in the mountains. I go, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on having a Mars bonnet just in case somebody gets in trouble.
Yeah, last night on the repeater, some guy popped on there and saying, "Hey, the power's out, cell phones aren't working, internet's out. Can somebody give me some info?" And I popped on there, and he's like, "Oh, you might not be able to help me because you're in Fresno." I'm like, "Well, I'm already looking at the PG&E website. Is this where you live?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it's like, "Well, there's 1,300 customers out in your local area, and they say the power's not going to be on until 2 a.m.
Yep, there you go.
And it's like, yeah, I don't need to live in your local area to go look up the PG&E website. And I tell you what, though, PG&E's outage website's actually pretty decent. Everyone likes to complain about PG&E, but the one good thing that they have is their outage website, because it actually tells you which properties are out. Southern California Edison's outage page just puts a little icon on the city and goes, yeah, there's an outage somewhere around here.
Yeah, because not too long ago we had a pretty good one there. I think it went down around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and lasted till 11 a.m. And they notified me, and even the Ring camera did it, notified me, the neighbor Ring, whatever, PG&E, and something else. I don't know how I got all these, but hey, it was pretty good.
Yeah, all my smoke detectors send me an alert when the power goes out. It's pretty funny. Even though they have batteries and they got a 10-year battery in them. It's like, well, thanks for letting me know the power is out. I didn't know I was sitting here in the dark. Although annoyingly, my house is almost 10 years old, and I'm going to have to start replacing these stupid smoke detectors because of that. The carbon monoxide detectors have to be replaced every 10 years.
Yeah, I just now got some of those because mine, they're all like daisy chained together, I guess you'd call it. And one would go, and they all would like start going off. Okay. So I started buying those 10-year ones and put them in the spot.
Yeah, that's current code. They all have to be bonded together. I've replaced all mine with smart ones, and mine actually link to each other wirelessly, but they still get power from the house, and then they just have a lithium battery in them for backup. But yeah, and they start hitting 10 years old, they turn into pumpkins, and you got to buy new ones. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Looking at my camera. The heck is going on? It must be a big dog must be out here snooping around. I can hear bumping into something.
Yeah, I'll go figure that out. I'm going to take a break, and then I think I'm going to go wander down to 40 and see what's going on.
All right. I got the 7.5 on, and yeah, give this a rest, and wander around.
You got it. It's there.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah. In my headphones with a little bit of a delay.
That's pretty good.
K6USY.
Now in stereo.
Let me see here. Yeah, I can do that as long as I turn my power down here, because otherwise I will piss off my power supply. So hold on. Oh, come on. Do the thing. There we go. Hey. Okay, there we go. Live and direct on both bands.
Yeah, the 2 meter, it's like got a little wobbly sound in it.
Yeah, I could give you 100 watts. That was probably just, RF or whatever getting in there. So that's funny.
Yeah, I think I'm going to grab me a nice
K6USY.
Walk out here.
Alrighty, well, I'll catch you later. SWL 52.
Alright, okay, what do I go by here on this frequency? I go by 775. My Bozo, not my Bozo, but my SWL number would be 82 for tomorrow's check-in.